back to our time.
You ready?
Sure you're ready.
Hi dear movie and series lover. Welcome back to the Film Head. Here are some most anticipated sci-fi movies waiting for you in 2025. Are you ready for it? Let's start to this journey without spoiling anything, and of course don't forget to like, subscribe and be notified with us. Number 1. Avatar 3. James Cameron is a multi-talented American filmmaker, writer, producer, and editor of the impending epic science fiction picture Avatar 3. It is the third movie in James Cameron's Avatar series and a follow-up to Avatar: The Way of Water, 2022, both distributed by 20th Century Studios. Cameron wanted to explore different cultures from the first two Avatar films by including ash people, fiery versions of Gnostics. He chose them to add another angle, as enemies, because Cameron previously took Gnostics, good sides, and humans on another. The huge advance in Avatar 3 is merely going to be deeper character depth. Cameron stated, "The plot of these series of films is to live with these people and embark on this incredible adventure with them. But we're also seeing new cultures and creatures. All the standard stuff you'd expect from an Avatar movie." It is scheduled for release on December 19th, 2025. Number 2. Captain America: Brave New World. Captain America: Brave New World is an upcoming American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character Sam Wilson/Captain America, produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It is slated to be the 35th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, the fourth film in the Captain America film series, and a follow-up to the television miniseries The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, 2021. Julius Ona, who co-wrote the screenplay with Matthew Orton, Malcolm Spellman, and Dallin Musson, is the director of the movie. Brave New World had the potential by October 2023 to return to its May 2024 release date, as it was further along in production than Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine, 2024, which was not expected to complete filming in time for that release. However, this change was considered unlikely. Following the strike's conclusion in November, Brave New World's release date was delayed to February 14, 2025 in IMAX, and it will be part of Phase 5 of the MCU. Number 3. Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts is a superhero movie based on the comic team of the same name. The movie acts as a part of the MCU's fifth phase of films. The film sees the likes of Bucky Barnes, Yelena Belova, Wyatt Russell, the Red Guardian, and more as an unlikely group of heroes and villains brought together to fight for good. The film is being directed by Jake Schreier and written by Eric Pearson, Lee Sung-jin, and Joanna Kahlo, and stars an ensemble cast featuring Sebastian Stan, Hannah John Kamen, Wyatt Russell, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, Olga Kurylenko, Harrison Ford, and Louis Pullman. In the film, a group of antiheroes goes on missions for the government. Thunderbolts is scheduled to be released in the United States on May 5, 2025, as the last film of Phase 5 of the MCU. Number 4. Blade. Blade is a 1998 American superhero horror movie that David S. Goyer and Stephen Norrington both wrote and directed, based on the same-named superhero from Marvel Comics. Blade was scheduled to begin production in November 2022 with a November 3, 2023, release date. But with the new team on board to start, Disney had no choice but to give them a little bit more time. The film is now slated to release on November 7, 2025. The new date pushes the project into the Phase 6 Marvel plans. This film is about a pregnant woman experiences an early labor due to a vampire assault in 1967. The mom dies, but the baby is saved by the doctors. 30 years later, the youngster has grown into the vampire hunter Blade, a human vampire hybrid with all of the supernatural powers of a vampire but without any of their drawbacks, aside from the need to drink human blood. Blade robs the vampire Deacon Frost of his Los Angeles rave club. Number 5. Superman. Superman is an upcoming American superhero film based on DC Comics featuring the character of the same name. Produced by DC Studios and to be distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. It will be a reboot of the Superman film series and the first movie in the DC Universe, DCU. Starring alongside Rachel Brosnahan, Isabella Merced, Eddie Gathegi, Nathan Fillion, Anthony Carrigan, Maria Gabriela de Faria, Sarah Sampaio, Skylar Gisondo, Nicholas Hoult, Terrence Rosemore, and others. David Cornsweet plays Clark Kent/Superman in James Gunn's screenplay and directorial debut. The film explores Clark Kent/Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his adoptive human family in Smallville, Kansas. Superman is set to be released theatrically in the United States on July 11, 2025. It is set to be the first film of the DCU's Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Number 6, Mortal Kombat 2. Based on the video game series Mortal Kombat, which was created by John Tobias and Ed Boon, Mortal Kombat 2 is a forthcoming American martial arts fantasy film directed by Simon Macwood and written by Jeremy Slater. The film serves as the sequel to 2021's Mortal Kombat and as the fourth installment in the Mortal Kombat film series. It stars Louis Tan, Jessica McNamee, Tadanobu Asano, Mechad Brooks, Ludi Lin, Shin Han, Joe Taslim, and Hiroyuki Sanada. Co-writer Greg Russo told Collider that he sees the reboot as a trilogy with the first film set before the tournament, the second film set during the tournament, and the third film set post-tournament. Mortal Kombat 2 is scheduled to be theatrically released in the United States by Warner Bros. Pictures on October 24, 2025. Number 7, Mission: Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 2. This next American spy action movie, which has no title yet, is being directed by Christopher McQuarrie from a screenplay he co-wrote with Eric Jendriesen for the Mission: Impossible franchise. It is the 8th movie in the Mission: Impossible film series and the immediate sequel to Mission: Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, 2023. In Dead Reckoning Parts 1 and 2, Wiggum plays Jasper Briggs, an agent on Ethan Hunt's Crew's Tale. The actor told The Hollywood Reporter that he finished filming Mission: Impossible 8 Dead Reckoning Part 2 in May. Cruise and director Christopher McQuarrie, however, are still working. The film is scheduled to be released on May 23, 2025. Number 8, Megan 2. Megan 2 is an upcoming American science fiction horror film directed by Gerard Johnstone and written by Kella Cooper. It is the second installment of the Megan film series and serves as a sequel to Megan, 2022, and is again led by Allison Williams and Violet McGraw. The film is produced by Williams, Jason Blum and James Wan, with Michael Clear, Judson Scott, Ryan Turek, Mark Catcher, Adam Hendricks and Greg Gilreath executive producing. The film is scheduled to be theatrically released in the United States on June 27, 2025, by Universal Pictures. It was originally scheduled for release on January 17, 2025, and then May 16, 2025. Number 9, Jurassic World 4. Following the misstep of Jurassic World: Dominion, Jurassic World 4 has officially been announced and aims to steer the franchise in the right direction. In a way, Jurassic World: Dominion completes the trilogy of sequel films by reuniting the key characters from Jurassic Park with their storylines from the other two films. This contributed to Dominion's feeling of closure, but big brands like Jurassic World can't be ignored for too long. Jurassic World 4 already has a confirmed release date of July 2nd, 2025, in UK and US cinemas. As ever, this is subject to potential delays. According to Deadline, the movie is set to start filming at NBC Universal Sky Studios Elstree in the UK this summer. It's also expected to film at other locations worldwide, like the other movies. Number 10, Mickey 7. Based on Edward Ashton's 2022 novel Mickey 7, Mickey 17 is a forthcoming American science fiction film written, directed, and co-produced by Bong Joon-ho. Starring in the movie with Robert Pattinson are Toni Collette, Steven Yeun, Naomi Ackie, and Mark Ruffalo. Warner Bros. Pictures has scheduled a January 31, 2025, theatrical release for it. Mickey 17 is an expendable, a disposable employee, on a human expedition sent to colonize the ice world Niflheim. After one iteration dies, a new body is regenerated with most of its memories intact and movie goes on.